In this video, I'll show you how I print, bind, store, and organize my Gather Round Homeschool curriculum. Are you a Gather Round Homeschool mom, but you need more ideas how to store, organize, print your units? In this video, I'll show you the way I do these things. But before we start, I'm going to mention, so you keep this in mind, that we are using Gather Round only as a unit study, not a complete curriculum. The other thing you have to keep in mind that I only buy PDF version of this curriculum. Why do I buy PDF? Because it's way cheaper. I don't have to pay shipping, and I'm saving on the curriculum itself. Plus, I bought this curriculum when it was on sale last spring, and I saved lots of money just by doing that. So if you're thinking of buying this curriculum or certain units, you might as well wait for the spring sale, or sometimes you can catch up on this sale in August before the school starts. So here's my process of printing, organizing, storing, and recycling the units. First thing is printing. I know this topic arises a lot of questions. What is the best printer for printing Gather Round units? I can't tell you enough how happy I am with my Epson EcoTank. This printer originally was suggested on the Gather Round Facebook group. I did my own research and I found that this printer is very economical. And I can tell you, I tested it and it's true. This printer is the best for homeschooling. Epson EcoTank ET2760 is my absolute choice, and I highly recommend this printer. It prints thousands of pages and your ink is barely used. What else you will need to print is, of course, paper. Which paper to use? Well, I guess you can read an instruction to your printer and what paper recommended is the best choice. For me, I found different paper that works perfectly well. So how I do it, I print teacher's guide on a different high quality paper, and I print student notebooks in the lower cost, thinner paper. So this is the paper I'm using for teacher's guide. It's very high quality. I like the thickness and works perfectly. So this is hammer roll paper for color. It has 28-pound thickness, and if you buy a bulk of it on Amazon, you will save a lot of money. So why do I want to use better paper for teacher's guide only? Because this is the part of the curriculum that I want to keep. I'll organize it on my shelf, and if you are ever interested in a topic again, it's easy to pull out and learn some more. So why I'm printing students' notebooks in the cheaper paper? Because I know that after we are done, we are going to recycle most of it. I only offer my children to keep the paper that they specifically enjoy, or they probably draw something cute on it and they want to keep it. So teacher's guide I print in 28-pound paper, and a student notebook I print in 20-pound paper. I'll link all the products I use in the description below. Also have in mind that not all 20-pound paper works equally the same. I found out that some cheaper brands are not working for my printer. Paper was constantly jammed and I couldn't get why. Once I switched to a better brand paper, the problem was solved. So right now I'm using 20-pound HP paper, multi-purpose. For teacher's guide, as you notice, I'm using the simple binders from Amazon Basics. They are very affordable and it's easier way for me to use it. Just a simple 3-hole binder. Plus you can find 3-punch hole everywhere. You don't need anything special and anything expensive to do it. I print the first page of the unit and insert in the binder, and here you're ready to go. I also love to decorate my binder spine so I can easily find needed unit on the shelf. So how I do it, I just print a smaller version, 50% usually is good enough, of the first page of the unit and insert them in the binder spine. Now when I'm done printing my unit, I punch holes and I insert them in the binder. How easy is that? Now for my students, I found these beautiful storage boxes that are very versatile, and I love them because all you need, you can store in this box and you can carry it around the house, find a cozy spot and do your assignments whenever you want. There are several colors available, so I picked different colors for each of my child. As I bought a whole year bundle, I also received cursive in all the recipe books. So I keep cursive in the first section of this box, and the whole unit study my children keeping inside. So here we go, that's easy to use and easy to store. When my children using this binder, they put lesson that we're currently going through in here. You just clip your lesson here, they do their assignments, when they're done they put it back in a box, it's all contained in here. This is a great way to do your units if you're traveling. Easy to store in a car, and you can put also pencils and coloring pens, anything you want in this binder inside. I highly recommend these boxes. This is from Amazon Dexist, and I of course will link it in the description. Alright, so how do I plan our units? We're doing units only 3 times a week. So to accomplish all of our unit, we need approximately 1.5 or 2 months. And I'm fine with this pace because we're only using this curriculum for science, geography, and social studies. Now let me show you up close exactly what I'm doing here. Here's the paper I was talking about. So this is a very good quality paper and I really enjoy it. So 28 pounds, I think it's good enough. You don't need anything more thicker, unless you want to, of course. So this is how my units look on the shelf, and it's pretty easy to find. I made a special binder for all the recipe books. And I also like to do these little symbols for each unit. So after we've done each unit, I tell my children to keep the base pages they want for memory's sake, and then they give them to me. I punch the holes through them and insert them in the back of my binder. Also, any additional information or something that we really like or extra printables, I also include in this binder. So all the needed information when we want to repeat this unit will be in here. Easy stored and doesn't take too much space. Here are my recipe folder. For now, as we are done Asia and we are going to do Europe this month, I only cut out the front pages of every unit and inserted it here. You also can do a collage. And so far we have Asia recipe book and we're going to start Europe recipe book. Very excited about this. Now, I just printed this Europe unit literally yesterday because we are going to start this unit next week. I didn't punch any holes yet. I also printed answer keys. They are located in a student's notebook, but I printed them and I took it and I will be keeping them in my teacher's guide. This way it's easier for me to check my children or help them with the answers if they need to. I'm going to hole punch them and put them in the back of my unit. So this is answers for all of my students. So middle school, early elementary and upper elementary. Just a simple binder that you can find in any thrift store. Here we go. Nothing to show really because it's that simple. And it looks good, I think. Now let me show you this box up close. This is very sturdy, very quality storage box. Again, the brand is a Dexys and the first compartment has a clear lid. I really love this because sometimes you can put something underneath and maybe use a dry erase marker to do something. So for now I keep in the first compartment this cursive. The second compartment is way bigger and there is a spot for pen or pencils and the whole student notebook. So for example, whenever they've done the first lesson, they can store it underneath. Next time they pulling out second lesson, putting them in their clip and they're ready to go. I'm reading and they're making the notes. I like the quality of these boxes. I really recommend. If you want something mobile and minimal, this is the way for you to go. And here we are all ready and set and ready to go on our adventure in the Europe. I really hope this video was useful to you. Please leave me a comment and tell me how do you store your unit studies. I would really love to see other options. Thanks for watching and I really hope I'll see you next time.